Welcome back, everybody, to the Nosebleeds podcast. I'm Chris Witt, and with me, as always, is Mr. Adam Schmidt. Adam, how are you today, sir?
Tubular. How are you?
But I'll tell you what, if I was 37, I'd be 42.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Sometimes it's a 51, sometimes it's a 7,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, very, very seldom seven,
Yeah.
but mostly 50s is
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yeah.
Mostly 50s. Even though I'm 40s early. Early? Is it still early if you're 42? I'll be 43.
I would say you're
When is
still
it
early.
mid 40s?
I would say 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, 44, 45, 46. I like that. I can handle that. So 40, 41, 42, 43, we're good. That's early
I
40s.
think, yeah. Yeah.
44, 45, 46, late 40s. 47, 48,
Mid.
49. Sorry, mid 47, 48, 49, late.
I mean, don't put me in my late 40s yet.
So we're getting
Okay?
we're getting an early we're getting one extra year of early 40s than all the others. There's
Mm,
four early years, three middle years, and three later years.
yeah, I think so.
I like that.
It just feels
It also
like 4,
gives me
5,
an
6.
extra year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
40, 41, 42, 43. That's my four. I'm still in the early.
There you go.
I don't feel it though, buddy. I don't
Yeah.
feel it. I do not.
I played we got back to our 3-on-3 league last night at our
Oh,
first week. And it was I didn't do as bad as I thought I might, but yeah, it's a struggle. I came
well,
out
you guys are the old dog
we're the
now.
we're the old dogs. And I in the game I just took like like stepped and turned at the same time
Hmm.
and nobody touched me. Actually, there was a little contact, but it was barely anything. And just like I just stepped, and when my heel hit the ground, a muscle from my neck shot pain down my
Oh,
back,
Jesus Lord.
and and uh and I took myself out right away and had to figure something out about that. And
Lay down, do a Superman stretch, go back in and hope it doesn't happen again.
that's what happened. That's what happened. I went out and my buddy was sitting there, and I was like, 44, man. But anyway,
Oh,
anyway,
good. How'd JJ do?
good,
Good.
good.
He just walks out and he's just a walking bucket, isn't he?
He's our buddy calls for years has called him Sabonis
I was gonna
because
say
he's
like a
a
Sabonis or a Jokic or just
yeah,
dude, just probably not fast, not moving quick, just gets it, knows where he's at.
he's a big guy. He can shoot the lights out from
Hmm.
three. I mean, yeah, he's a joy to play with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I believe it.
Yep, he slimmed down too, man. He's
Everybody has.
yeah.
Everybody's got a little taste of some kind of MPL4 or GL2Q
Oh,
or
was it the mushroom coffee?
oh no, I was talking about the Ozempic, whatever's in that. It's the
Oh,
MLG1 or something like that.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
MGS2. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about, but I
Yeah,
can't remember
well,
what it is
yeah,
right.
it's you got your Ozempics and your Wegovies.
Uh-huh.
Wegovy, yeah.
Wegovy, I
We
think. Yeah.
Wegovy.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that how the jingle? I don't
I
remember
don't
how the
think
jingle
so.
goes
I
though.
just think I just remember him going, Wegovy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you lose the LBs these days, buddy. All of a sudden you walk every time I see somebody slimming down, I'm like, yeah, you've been shooting the shot.
Uh,
You've been shooting the shot. Good
Very
for you.
possible.
I found out what it does. You know how that works?
No.
It like slows down your digestion. So the food just sits in your guts longer before you gotta dry.
Oh.
So and it makes you more full so you don't want to eat.
See, oh yeah.
And the food just sits in there a little bit longer.
I thought it was an appetite suppressant, but I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah, it just doesn't, you don't drop a deuce very often, I guess,
Wow.
or as much. And food just settles down right there, just chills in there and says, "Huh, you're good. We got enough."
Yeah. Yeah, I got another buddy that started doing that, and he slimmed down, and he's like, yeah, we were at Crossroads out there on Cheviot Road,
Yeah.
and he's like he ordered like, whatever it was, 8 wings or something like that, and he's like, I'll choke down like six of these things probably, and I'll be too full. Like
That's
he's like,
crazy.
it's crazy. I just can't eat nearly as much.
Yep.
So
There you go. I just heard that the other day on the old radio.
how about that?
Yeah.
The old
I
radio.
think I'm going to start calling it the radio from here on
I
out.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the radio from here
Yeah.
on out. We played a little baseball tournament for Mother's Day. Went 3-1, not bad.
Very good.
Lost in the semis, a team we should not have lost to. We can get into that a little bit later. What'd you do this weekend?
We got our first win in AAU basketball.
Let's go.
I'm gonna need you to turn down the volume on that clap just because it was by forfeit. It was by forfeit, and
Doesn't matter how the W's come, brother. It's a W in the book
it is a W in the book, but also it does matter, because
because you didn't win.
you didn't win.
Yeah,
The other team didn't show up.
I gotcha.
So anyway, we had a little. We were supposed to play three games on Saturday.
Hmm.
We had four teams in our division. Two of them did not show up. So we
Oh,
had
wow.
three games on Saturday. Two of them got the last one they just canceled. So we actually played one in the middle, and we played one of our better games of the season.
That's good.
Um, we lost by 25 in that game and played one of our better games.
Yeah, good.
And then because we got if we would have played all three games and lost all three, like we have been, no game Sunday. Instead, since we got the forfeit win, we got to go back and play a game at 8 a.m. on Sunday.
Ooh,
So,
how'd that one go?
we also played one of our better games of the season and lost by 25.
Okay, all right.
So we're trending upward.
I like the upward trend.
Yeah. And then we had two just okay practices this week, and
Mm.
we'll see what happens on. And then we play 8 a.m. again on Saturday and 10 a.m. after that, and then most likely 8 a.m. on Sunday.
Ah,
So
ah,
we got the early one.
oof.
And here's the thing.
A good thing you don't drink.
It's a good thing I don't drink. I still stay up too late, but um it stinks to have to get up so early, especially because these are in Blue Ash and Batavia and
Yeah,
Mason and all.
yeah,
So, but on Saturday, I mean, by 11 o'clock in the morning, we're done for the day.
yeah, that's
I
true.
love that.
Yeah, that's
I'll
nice.
take that all day.
Do you guys have a little team lunch afterwards? Is there like a little lunch deal that goes down? You got a mom that says, "Hey, we're going to the Applebee's if anybody wants to come."
hmm Um, if they go to Applebee's, I'll go.
Yeah,
If it's anywhere else, I
no.
don't do, yeah, Saturday lunch is Applebee's,
Okay,
for me.
I
But,
thought so.
no, when our first game got
Fridays lunch is TGI Fridays.
it's TGI Fridays, and then
Yeah,
if you go Thursday, it's Chili's, right?
yeah.
So, um, this past Saturday when our first game got canceled or we got the forfeit win or whatever, the girls started just playing knockout in the on the court. Just
That's
they're
cool.
just yeah.
Yeah,
And then, they played a couple games or whatever. Even one of the dads came out, one of the sisters
I
came out.
100% would have been out there. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
so
beat them.
yeah. Um and it was kind of fun because one of the dads ended up going against one of our girls in the last two left in
Yeah,
that first game, and our girl won.
nice.
So it was kind of fun. Um, and then so anyway, they played a couple games, and then they're like, you know what, we're all going to I think it was Smoothie King or something.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
okay. They're like, you should come, and I think she just said that because
Yeah,
she knows I heard her say we're going to Smoothie King. Um, and I should have gone. I didn't go.
yeah.
I just stayed there and watched bad basketball games
Uh-huh.
until 2 hours later when our next game came up. But anyway, um, yeah. So they went. So a bunch of them went there, which was good. And they have gone to another girl's house after one of our tournaments and just hung out there for a while. I didn't go to that either, so I got to start. When they invite
Did
me,
you
I got to
do
start doing it.
anything for Mother's Day for the mothers?
No. So thank you for bringing that up. The I didn't even think about it. And so I get there for our Sunday game, and I see all these teams on all these courts, um, with flowers, with bouquets of roses.
Mhm.
And they're giving them to the girls after their games, and they're
Special
taking,
pink jerseys and all
uh-huh.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, most of the jerseys at these tournaments are pink anyway, but um but yeah, they all got most of the teams seemed like they had flowers situated for the moms, and I'm over there holding my bag of basketballs like, well, I didn't think that through at all.
Oh, it's all right.
So maybe next year I will remember that. But you guys do a big thing every year for Mother's Day.
It used to be really big. It's not as big anymore. I mean, all I just did, everybody got a flag. I went to, so I wasn't sure if all the moms would be there on Saturday or Sunday. So just to be sure, I went to Kroger's and got a couple bouquets of the flowers, of the roses, couple dozen roses. Um, and there was a couple missing on Saturday, and they're supposed to be there Sunday. So I got some water. I put them in some water in the back of the truck and took them home and kept them in water overnight and brought, cut the little ends off the ends of them, put them in water, brought them back the next day. Man, I barely got enough for grandmas and parents to begin. I lost, dude. It looked like somebody threw a dozen roses in the air and shot it with a shotgun. There were petals everywhere. These things were deader than a doornail. Moms were taking pictures and little roses bent over. But
Looked like
yeah,
there was a trail to the
yeah.
bedroom. Oh,
Look out to the ball field.
to the ball field.
That is the bedroom anymore.
Yeah.
But no, that was yeah. So that's what we did this year. And then the
Okay.
tournament was a Mother's Day tournament. So
I like it. I like it. Yeah, that was, I heard a couple people say, "Oh, okay, great. We get to go to a tournament game at 8 a.m. on Mother's Day. Excellent."
so the
Like,
crazy thing about that is we always did stuff on Saturday.
mm,
The first, so 9, 10, 11 year, 12 years old, we all only did stuff on Saturday, never did anything on Sunday. And last year we played in a tournament. It was a 1 day tournament and it was terrible.
uh,
Terrible.
on Saturday or Sunday.
It was all day Saturday.
Okay.
And the teams were best. So a couple of dads and we're like, hey, there's a really good tournament on Mother's Day weekend. Why don't we get in that next year? And I was like, man, I don't like doing anything on Sundays. And like four moms turned around like, we would rather be here on a Sunday anyway. Why not? Go ahead and do it. And I was like, all right, sign them up. Moms are coming. I feel like they all really enjoyed being there.
Good.
We lost in the semifinals to a team we shouldn't have and had some stupid stuff go down on the field, uh but no, I feel like everybody wanted to be there. I feel like it was a good Mother's Day.
That's good. Would you like to discuss the stupid stuff that happened on the field?
Did I tell you already?
I think you may
A
have
little
told me
bit,
on the
yeah.
phone. Yeah.
Just, just we are going through a lot of hormones and sometimes we talk to each other in inappropriate ways, and whether you make a mistake or somebody else makes a mistake, there's no reason for you to get in there, get on them, or get upset. And the way you act on the field when people are watching you, and it's a bad look.
Yeah.
So the one kid who was on the mound was getting a little upset with one of the catchers. He had some bad misses, like some it's hard to catch when you throw 10, 15 mile an hour harder than everybody else, and so you can't have big misses. You have to have smaller misses. And I stopped the game and screamed at him, which I don't usually ever do. And I did what I said, one more next time, and I'm pulling you out. Instead of just yanking him, oh, this is your final warning.
Mhm.
Sound like a ding dong. Instead of just
Okay,
doing
Coach
it.
Schmidt.
Yeah, instead of just doing it, I know. But speaking of, I want to talk to you about that too. Uh, and so I made that kid catch a bullpen. And I get there and they're all going, catch the damn ball. They're all talking to each other, joking that way. Cause that's how he was talking. And it was like, and I made a point like but they would like, they did a good job as a team of they all still love each other. It's all good. And they were like kind of joking around about it, which made it nice to see that like nobody's holding grudges, nobody's upset. Like they were able to turn it into a funny, even though it's not funny at all when it happens in a game, they were able to work through it before I even did anything. So it was kind of cool.
Good.
It was a good we had a good flip around in practice with the whole thing.
Good.
So
You did not tell me about that on the phone. So
well,
that's the first time I heard it. So that's good. That's good to know.
yeah. So that's what I can't remember what we talked about uh, on my way back, but I did see we played against somebody who is well, he didn't play in the game at all. He sat out, but his sister plays basketball for you.
That's right.
And so I just talked about yelling, right? And we were talking about you as a coach and you know if you yell or not and all that stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, we figured out he doesn't yell very often." And I was like, "Well, he's a lot like me." And she looks at me and she was like, "All you do is yell. I can hear you all the way." I said, "That's not yell. That's just loud
I have a loud
talking.
voice.
That's
Yeah.
totally different.
Right.
That is, I'm not yelling at." And I did yell at one point in that game, but for the most part, I'm not yelling.
Yeah.
It's yeah. But anyway, I just thought that was funny.
That was funny. That incident makes me have two questions for you now. Okay, one is unrelated, but I'm gonna go with the one that just came to my mind, speaking of that incident on your team. I in both sports, I'm sure we've both dealt with this. How do you coach because holding your teammates accountable is something that you want them to do. But there's such a
I hate it. I hate the word holding your teammates accountable. I hate that. I
is
think that's I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a kid, kids, I think that's ridiculous. I think the whole, well, it's okay, you're holding your team accountable. No, you're not. You're putting them down. If you're telling a kid to catch a damn ball, you're putting a kid down, right? Now, if you, I can, I'll hold you accountable
Mhm.
and you can say and do whatever you want in your head, but your job on the field is to pick that kid up.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he made a mistake. He didn't want to make the mistake. He knows he made a mistake. You as his equal, you don't in my opinion, when you're a professional, sure, you want to hold
Okay.
your teammates accountable, that's fine. I get it. You're all making money. The way he acts goes against how you could goes against, you know, your record and your stats and can affect your money,
Mhm.
right? And I get that maybe in the college level, same thing, possibly, because that's basically professional now. But in seventh grade, that whole, I had a coach that used to say that all the time. Well, my son, I would get on his son because he would turn around and try to coach some kid, and he don't even know you don't even know what you're doing. And he would always be like, well, you know, I think it's important to hold your teammates accountable. What? No, that's first off, that's not what he's doing. Second off, you if you don't know what you're doing, then you don't need to tell him what to do
Mhm.
or how to do it. You think that he made that error on purpose? You think he wanted to drop that ball? You think he wanted to boot it? No, he didn't. You don't need to tell him that he just did that. That's I hate that whole hold your teammates accountable in seventh grade. I think it's ridiculous. That's me personally. You tell me your attitude towards it.
Well, that was going to be my so what is the age where because if you see, I mean, if you see like a varsity game,
Sure.
um,
I think when you get to a point where a kid can affect your future, say going to college or, you know, if he's in the wrong place and I'm a point guard and I have an ability to possibly get somewhere, you know, I think there's something to that. Maybe as an adult, maybe when you get into that 17, 18, you know, and above, I don't I just I I'm going to tell you right now, if I played basketball with you and you're even when you're an adult and I did something and you didn't like it and you said something to me, that ain't helping your case with me at all. I'm going to tell you that
yeah,
right now. We ain't good now. I mean, I'll probably be like, all right. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be like, this stupid idiot. I don't,
yeah,
you can stick it up. I'm just, that's how I would be.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we if we're playing in an adult rec league or whatever, yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, you're not going to say stuff to people like
Hmm.
that because it's not serious like that. But yeah, it's just it's interesting to hear how where the line is and where um because it could be good nature, it could be encouragement, it could be, but and that's the other thing too is younger people don't know exactly how to do that.
They don't know how to. They don't know. They don't know how to.
And I mean some probably could, but for the most part you don't know how to communicate yet where you can kind of get on somebody but also not, make it feel like they're just putting you down. And being younger, you perceive that differently too. It's, if somebody says something, I had that a couple weeks ago where somebody was crying after a game because one of their teammates said something about, because we had 1,000 turnovers, and they're like, we got to take, the guards need to take better care of the ball. Well, from what I understand, that's what she said, and one of the guards got upset.
Hmm.
And like, okay, okay, but have tougher skin than that.
Well,
That's all it was.
I mean, if that, yeah, what is it? Was it looking at them and going, you guys got to take better care of the ball? If it's that, then yeah, I'm going to be like, you think I'm doing this on purpose? Or if it's, hey, we got to take a little bit better care of the ball. Let's go. Come on. That's total. There's two totally different things there.
But also,
I said the exact same thing in two different ways. Now I'm like, I know, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna get you.
sure, it, as a coach, are you might you say sometimes like you got to take better care of the ball
Yeah, yeah. What was it?
as a
As a
coach?
what?
As a coach.
As a coach?
But
Yes,
but if you
100%.
say the exact same thing as a player and as a coach,
You're a peer. It's different. It's different. To me,
a
it's
little
different.
a little bit.
To me, it's different. At where I'm coaching right now, at my age level, it's to me, it's different. Maybe it's not. That's how I perceive it. That's how I take it. I have
Yeah.
kids all the time that I'll say something and a kid will turn around and be like, "Hey, yeah, we got to do this, this, and this," and I'll be like, "Don't coach. You're not the coach. I'll tell them what to do."
Hmm.
'Cause most of the time, it's wrong. That's the problem.
Yeah, if it's
Most of the
wrong,
time,
that's
it's
one
wrong,
thing. Yeah.
and sometimes it's not. But it's like, just let the kid go. He's, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm totally cool when like we're doing individual workouts and I see a kid over there like, hey, no, work here, get through the ball, do this stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'll individual. You guys are over there in a group doing a thing. Somebody's telling you the right, and I'm watching you. You better say the right thing. But I don't know. I guess it's I think there's probably a very small thin line that I draw, and it's probably a zigzag most of the time
Sure.
because I hate that when people talk about teammates holding your teammates accountable. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm allowed to get on them because they made a mistake? I don't like that. I
It,
don't like that in any way, shape, or form.
let me do this. Um, Running point.
Hmm.
We have you've finished season one and two.
I have.
I've finished season one now. There's a part in season one where like the veteran, like the many
When,
time
yep.
all star, yeah. Um, she goes to him and she's like, "You need to step up as a leader and start
Hmm.
holding these people accountable," basically. And he does start doing that, and he tells, "Hey, we don't do that here," or there's a couple situations that happen where he does that. Is I mean, that's one thing.
I
Like,
think that so here's another thing though, where that is that some of that is off the court
mhm,
or actions, how you're acting,
mhm,
not telling them what they need to do better on the court.
yeah,
I'm to if somebody's acting a fool and somebody walks up and goes, "Hey, you got to chill, bro."
mhm. You're
I'm
good with that.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, I have no problem at all with that
Okay.
because that they need to chill. Like
There
that's
is a difference in that
and
for
then
sure.
when
Yeah.
you're talking about, hey, stop booting the ball. Why are you hey, hit the ball or hey, you got lay the bunt down better. Like we don't, that's not holding anybody accountable. That's what they're trying to do.
Mhm. Yeah. There might be a technical thing to correct, but then
I
the
think yeah,
coach does that.
if it's an attitude thing or a way that you're carrying yourself, yes, that's where you hold yourself accountable. Absolutely. 100%. I have no problem with that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference of how you talk to people in a game situation. And I mean, you see but that again, too, then you're talking about pros, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, people can still. you would think at the pro level in any sport, um, you would be seasoned to trained enough to be able to take some criticism from your teammates.
You also know the game plan and scheme and just like they do. So when a dude's telling you something, you know if he's right or wrong or what's going on. Little kids don't know if what that dude's telling you is right or wrong. They're just gonna listen because he's the leader, quote unquote.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just wanted to get your.
It's dude, that's a tough thing for me. I hate when people talk about holding people accountable and then they get upset because they make a mistake or get on them for making a mistake.
Yeah,
Don't
there's a little
talk to him. That's
difference.
that's irritating as all get out.
Hmm.
Now, if a kid's not hustling and you're like, "Come on, man, we got to get moving. Maybe we got to run. Like we're running now." And they're not running, maybe that's an effort thing. Like effort, you can
Hmm.
I don't still don't know how I feel about that, but that
Yeah,
would be a
because
little bit better than getting on somebody for making a mistake. Hey, you got to make a three. You keep missing every three you take. Make one. Like that's not holding anybody
yeah,
accountable.
yeah, it depends on what you say and of course how you say it and all that too. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay. Um, I had that question. Here's another question, kind of getting us off still baseball coaching. Um, I know someone who plays on a team who and I attend their games
Yeah,
frequently.
love it.
Um,
Okay.
they so
Basketball, baseball, football, soccer.
baseball. It's my nephew. I'm not. I
Oh,
don't need to
okay.
hide
All right.
anything because who
Okay.
this I don't know this guy and I don't. He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't listen to this. So
And if he does, hit me up
okay, yeah,
at
um,
thickwitted at gmail.com or something like
yeah. Don't hit me up. I'll be at your next game. I just
that.
don't talk to me about it. Um, okay. So my nephew plays. He's 8. It's a 9U
9U
team, I
baseball.
believe.
Yep.
Um, his coach is um one of those people that for me is just kind of annoying to watch. You know, you get those
Yeah.
people, just the way they move, the way they talk.
I think I
You're
can
like,
be that for some people. I think like some people can see me and be annoyed by me. I feel that.
okay,
So I feel a certain way towards that. Yes.
okay, okay. That's right. Your elevator thing.
I
You're
I know
turning
who
over
I
the
am.
new leaf thing
I
and
know who I am, man.
whatever.
I know who I am. Listen, I know who I am.
No, this is in a different. To me, this is in a different way. But whatever.
No, no, no. I get it. I'm just saying. I know. I get. Okay. I feel. I know what that looks like. I know what that person looks like.
Okay. So, and this is another thing that definitely age comes into play here. The level that they play comes into play. So this is first year that it's kid pitch,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're definitely all those games where you got
It's a lot of
18
walk. A
walks.
lot of walks.
Yeah.
A lot of
A
walks.
lot of
It
errors when
is
the
what
ball is
yep.
hit.
So it is what it is. It's brand new baseball for everybody.
Yeah. You got some kids that you're like, okay, that kid's going to be good,
Hmm.
or he's already definitely better than most of the other kids. And then kids who are not even close to being ready. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So there's definitely that on this team. Um, this guy is drives me insane more and more every game because
Yes.
he is so worried about the score all the time. He's so worried about the score and winning the game.
Hmm.
And
It's very important. I mean, just in case you don't know, that if winning or losing that game at 9U is going to, determine the future of a lot of these kids.
right. So he's constantly um they go through an inning and they might score 3 or 4 runs and every time a kid comes around and scores or two kids coming around to score, he's looking at his assistant who's keeping the game changer. He's like two on that, right? We got 2 runs on that. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
out
so it's
loud.
9, so it's 9-4 now, right?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
out loud.
Out loud he's doing
So
that.
everybody hears it.
Everybody can hear it. And then
I don't do that now.
he's doing yeah.
I go like this. Shane,
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then he figures out I'm talking about it and he'll go, cool, got it,
12-5.
12
Got
5.
it. Yeah. Yeah. So he's doing that. And he's also this is my big thing here. Because you've talked about this in your games before, but this was a couple years ago when you guys were closer to this. So
I have a feeling I know what you're about to say.
he's forcing the other team
Oh,
to call time. He's sending kids from third base home when the ball's on the infield
oh.
because he can't throw him out at home because it's not going to be an accurate throw, it's not going to be a good catch. So he's sending them, right? And I've already seen two games where other coaches start getting mad and
Mm-hmm.
say things out loud,
Yep.
and it's a and then so then this guy finally started kind of realizing that. So
Yep.
then now he's doing the fake nice thing. He'll send them and then he'll be like, and then after the play, as the next kid's coming up to bat, he's like, "Oh, well, did they call time? Like, does that kid need to come back? Does that kid was it only two at that time? Like, should he
Oh,
come back, or did they call time in time?"
oh,
It's like a contest of,
oh,
but they didn't call time,
oh.
so we're gonna keep running until they call time because that's what they have to do.
Hmm.
And then, yeah,
You realize that the umpire does not have to give time ever,
that's also true.
ever.
That's true. Now, in this is like,
I know, I know. I'm just saying, I had an umpire at 10 years old one time, and there was a team, and we call them track meets. Like, what team wanted to just get into a track meet with us and just wanted to run. And so I was like, get the ball, walk to the middle of the field, call time, walk at the kid when he gets back to the base, call time, look at the umpire. And I had an umpire who was like, I'm not giving time every single time something happens. I'm like, well, how do we restart this? Because all they're doing is dancing around and acting like a fool. How do I restart to go to the next pitch? He's like, that guy can run whenever he wants. Just go get him out. 9 and 10 years old. What are you
yeah,
talking about? That's ridiculous.
yeah,
So, but anyway, the whole thing, I call it a track meet. That's what I call it.
okay,
We're in a track meet. All we want to do is run. That sucks.
yeah.
I hate we had a team that thought they were the greatest thing in the world when they were 8 years old, did it to everybody, beat every team everywhere, just always won every game, pissed everybody off. Guy didn't care. And now he they're terrible. Now they're terrible. They're
Mm,
absolutely horrible. They're not good baseball players because they don't know how to play baseball. They get thrown out constantly. They can't field either, but they're just bad at baseball. They're bad at baseball because they don't know how to play baseball.
yeah.
My thing, what I if I the like is Joey help him coach?
He's there. He like he'll help warm a kid up on the side.
Sure.
They're gonna put
Yeah,
somebody
and
in
he's
there,
not going
but
to say anything.
right.
My big thing is always, would you do that at 90 feet in high school?
Mm,
If you wouldn't do it with 90-foot bases in high school, don't do it now. You're not teaching your kid how to play baseball. You're teaching them how to win a game and you're not teaching them how the proper way to win.
yeah.
Uh, Beat me playing baseball because you're not going to do that at 90 feet bases, 90-foot bases
When everybody's able to throw and
when
catch.
everybody can throw and catch. Dude, I'm telling you, at 9 years old, was it nine? Yeah, it was 9 years old. We got into a tournament and we went to Maryland, 9 years old. It's
Hmm.
so crazy and silly that that was that long ago and how old these kids were when that happened. But they were 9 and 10 years old. It was 9U. And we were learning how to throw and catch and stuff. And we had a whole year of stealing under our belt. Some of these teams had never stolen even that year yet till they weren't allowed to in their league until they got to this tournament. And they just ran constantly. We threw like 15 kids out in 6 games or something, like just constantly. And I'm like, what are you these? And the coaches are, again, I'd bring the boys in after we got the last out, and I said, "Let them run, boys. We beat track meets all the time. We're too good at baseball for this." And I would say loud stuff like that, and then the third base coach would come back over, and he'd be like, "I just want you to know, man, we're not used to this. Usually, we have to stop at a base. We have to do all this. This is new for us. We're just trying to figure out what to do." I said, "You do whatever you want. Keep running. It's great for me. I love it." Keep running. I'm gonna throw you out every time. Keep running. And they stopped, obviously, when they played us. But
Did you say all that, or were you in your mind you were like,
I no, what not all of that, but I said,
okay,
hey man, you run all you want. This is it's we're
okay,
I would definitely say, oh, you run all you want.
okay,
You do what you got to do. I didn't say we love it. We're gonna get. I didn't say that
okay,
stuff. I didn't say that, but I did when the kids
good.
came in. Go, hey, let them run like a track meet, baby. We love baseball. This is what we do, and I would say that very loud, so they knew we're not playing baseball right now.
So that's what,
Very passive aggressive, 100%,
yeah.
insanely passive aggressive,
So
insanely passive aggressive.
we're getting not quite like that, but some comments here and there from other coaches I'm hearing
And you get a
just like that.
reputation too. You start
Yeah.
getting a reputation. It's not a good thing, and you're going to get the wrong coach. Somebody's going to get yelled at, and there's going to be people on the sidelines screaming and yelling, and it's
Hmm.
a 9U rec baseball game,
Yeah.
and it's the worst thing that could possibly happen
Yeah.
for these kids.
Yeah.
The worst thing that could happen
Yeah.
because I'm passive aggressive. A lot of people are just aggressive.
Sure.
And when those are the people that are screaming and yelling and getting crazy,
Then you got problems.
now
Yeah.
we have problems.
Yeah.
I can say stuff out loud and make it sound happy in the end
Okay.
and make you understand. You hear it and go, okay, I see what he's saying, but he's not yelling at me or yelling at any of my kids. So he's not, and he's talking to his kids and telling them good job for doing the thing that
But he's also talking to me because he's making sure I hear what he's
1000%,
saying.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's 100%. I'm talking to you without talking to you.
Yeah. So
I do it
so
all the time.
so these games are running until they call timeout, um and then getting really, really frustrated with his team when they forget to call timeout every time there's a ball hit and the play stops. Because it has already happened
Well, the
where
other team's going to start doing it.
the
Mm-hmm.
team gets frustrated with him and they start sending their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, call time out, guys. Call time. That's all you got to do. And it's like, okay, now you're visibly angry at those
The
kids
same
to
thing.
yell at them.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about this? How about we just play baseball and when you get to first and the ball's in the infield, you stay there.
Yeah.
And then the next kid goes and hits.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to tell you I went to a turn so that's called the CWBC, Cincinnati Western Baseball Conference. I think that's what it is. And so that continues on all the way through. I mean, they even have it, I believe, still like in high school. Like it goes through like like 16 maybe.
Hmm.
And I went to a uh, 13U, I think it was 13U tournament, mid-season tournament a couple weeks ago. And I mean, if you there's 300 teams in the city of Cincinnati that play quote unquote travel ball. If you're not playing in those and you're playing here, then it's probably pretty bad,
Okay.
right? It's not the best baseball. And to hear these coaches and the stuff that, and to watch, and it's like, are you watching this game? Are you watching this game? You're getting upset about this. You're getting mad at this other coach for doing this, and you're doing. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Okay. That's interesting. It's just,
That would be frustrating for me if I were a parent. It's easy for me to say because I don't have too much of an issue sometimes to have a conversation with, and I would get to know the guy a little bit really well. Then I would talk to him, obviously. But that is a big thing for me is number one, teaching the kids how to play the
mhm.
game. That's what we're here for. We're here to teach you how to play the game.
Yeah.
I'm not here for wins and losses. I could care less. I do care. I want to win every game. Don't get me
Sure.
wrong. I take that back. I want to win every game,
Yeah.
but I want to win correctly. I want to do it by playing the game the right way.
Mhm.
And if you can't win by playing the game the right way, then what you need to do is teach your kids how to be better
Mhm.
so they can win the right way. Not teach them how to steal a run. You can steal a run when you get into the big boy games.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can steal, I'm at a point now. If I can steal a run, I'm gonna go steal a run.
Sure.
Doesn't happen very often anymore. Every team I play can throw and catch and with the best of them.
Yeah.
So when you get up to that age, you could try to steal a run when somebody's being lazy in the field or not paying attention, or kid in the outfield's jogging for a ball instead of running to go get it and getting it in, or you notice he's just lobbing it to the go get a base.
Hmm.
Absolutely. That's putting pressure on them. At that age, they need to learn how to play the game.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that for you. I hate that for G. I hate that for Joey. I hate it for all of them. That's tough, dude.
The one last weekend
Oof,
they
it's
were
tough.
they were playing at St. Jude, and he guy was doing that, and St. Jude coaches were certainly getting aggravated. And that game Joe was coaching first. So he came in,
Oh, he's got. Oh my gosh.
and so he's right next to their bench
Mm,
too. And so anyway, but he comes in and just stands over by us when they're batting.
mm,
And so I was like, dude, this guy's sending people when the ball's on
mm.
the infield. He's like, I know, I know. And Joe's not ever gonna say anything.
Never. No.
But yeah, it's hard to watch. Here's the other thing. I wanted to try to check myself. So couple games in a row, I'm noticing this, and then I'm getting a little aggravated about it. I'm like, man, you're gonna cause a problem. So, but then I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I need to look at it like he's kind of helping teach them like you have to get the ball in and call time when the play is over, so that doesn't happen, so that they can't if you get time, So it it is kind of also on the other coaches to teach their kids to make sure they call time. There's an element of that. I know. And I'm like, so I'm trying not to be like, okay, just flat out.
I disagree. I disagree with that. But
Okay.
I, if you're going to be a coach that's going to act like an idiot and make them run constantly, then yeah, you better teach your kids how to call time out and get time. Yeah, sure. But if you're going to play baseball and go teach kids how to play baseball, you don't have to worry about that. You have to worry about it. That's one less
Yeah.
thing for the kids they have to worry about when they should be worrying how to field a ball correctly, how to come up and hit a ball, how to make a throw and make a catch. Half those kids probably can't even catch a ball that's thrown to them.
Right. That's right. Which is
The reason why they're doing it,
right.
they're running.
And the reason why it's so important to call time after every play at this age, because they know, they have to have the play stop so that they can't. So if they are granted time, they can't run,
Hmm.
and there's no.
Everything's
Yeah,
dead.
right.
Everything's dead.
So then you don't have to make a bad throw and a bad catch and all that. So I don't I wanted to look at it from that perspective and say what, you know, it's also kind of forcing them to remember to call time in that
Well,
situation. But
I had a team at, I think it was 9 years old. Yeah, it was nine. And because I went to Jaeger the next year. So at 9 years old, 9U baseball, we beat every team in the C. We played in the CWBC and in the Swole. We played in both. We lost every game in the Swole against real baseball teams, and we beat every team in all the victories and visitations. And there was a team, Harrison. Harrison had a team, and we were one pitch. We were a walk away from a perfect game. In fact, the kid that walked, we turned around and picked him off right away. He got picked
Ah,
off immediately. So he faced 18. Well, no, it was 15 batters. Played 5 innings that game. He faced 15 batters and got all 15 out.
oh my
Pretty
gosh.
cool, right?
Wow.
Like as close to a perfect game as you can get. So we played them probably 3 times that year, and We end up playing them in the championship game of the tournament. Okay, so we won the league, we won the whole WBC league, and we're playing in the championship tournament. And all of a sudden, I never had any issues with him. All of a sudden, one of the parents gets kicked out. She's hooting and hollering. They're running like crazy. My catcher's getting the ball, and he throws it back to the pitcher, and they tried to score from third, and kid threw it back home and got him out. It's like that was weird. I looked at him like you just gave up an out there. So I'm watching the kids on third, and they're like coming all the way down. So I had to tell my catcher, like, you gotta like look at him at third, right? So he looks at him, and the kid just stands there. They want you to throw to third,
Hmm.
then they take off running home. Even if you make two good throws, you're not going to get them because the bases are 50 feet or whatever they are. So I was like, run it, just walking back to the base. Literally walked this kid all the way back to the base before he got on the base. They were next to each other and he'd have to call time. Did it like three times. This is when the lady got thrown out because the umpire finally said, "This is getting out of hand. We can't do this every single pitch.
Hmm.
Can't do this every pitch." I said, "I agree, but you see what's going on. I don't have a choice." So uh, then the lady goes crazy and gets kicked out. So they end up scoring on one of those plays, and it tied the game. They got a guy on second. They hit a fly ball. My second and third, or my shortstop and third baseman run into each other. Ball drops. Kid runs from second base, comes all the way around. Even the ball's right next to my shortstop, and he stands up, comes all the way around, make a throw over the catcher's head. They win the game. Bring the kids off. I was like, guys, they can't beat you. They can only beat you by playing, doing things that they will never do when you guys are in high school or older. Don't worry about it. You won the league. You did everything. It's a great game. They did some things. We'll be ready for them next time. So I left Oak Hills and went to Jagger. This guy calls me and he's talking about starting a team because, oh my gosh, we beat you and I think we can do this now. Okay, buddy. Sure. Sure you can. Do whatever you got to do. That team has never been within 12 runs of us, ever. 10,
Wow.
11, 12. We haven't played them at 13, but 10, 11, and 12, they've never been within 12 runs with us because that's not how you play baseball.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, I try to teach you how to play baseball. That's what my point is yes, you won, you got a trophy, you did all this stuff when you were 9 years old. You're not you're not making them better.
Yeah.
You're not teaching. It's so annoying to
Because
me.
now you guys are old enough to be able to make two
No, bro.
throws and get them out.
That now there's, first and third is a thing. You steal second and nobody throws the ball and you got to have a play. And, they're just trying to steal home at that point. I throw the ball to second every time. They'll be like, Coach, what's the play? And I'm like, I'll do my little call for we're throwing him out. And one time a guy actually went home, didn't get the guy at second, but threw him out at home.
Mm.
Go home. Go home, bud. That's 80 feet now. That's a long way to go, brother. Next year it's gonna be 90 feet. I'm throwing you out now. We're not doing that anymore. When I have first and second, sometimes or first and third, I still second a lot. My guy on third is not planning on going anywhere
Mm.
most of the time because we ain't gonna make it home. They're gonna make if they make a play, they're not gonna make it. If the ball gets away, yes,
Yeah.
but nobody they cut it off or throw it to the pitcher, do all that stuff. Well, if you're gonna give me second, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you second anymore.
Hmm.
It's not gonna happen. Like that's not baseball. That's not how you play. That's not the game of baseball. You're gonna get thrown out. Teach your kids how to play the right way. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's so annoying. I could do this all day and just say the same thing over and over and over again. It's all it really would be is me
Yeah.
saying the same
Well, I'm gonna keep seeing what this guy does. It seemed like the end of the last game, like once he got a big enough lead, he stopped doing it,
thing. Okay. Well,
but
that's good. I
but
mean, that's a step in the right direction.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
did.
he
I did that this past weekend. We played a team. I thought the run rule was 12. We put 12 up in the first inning. And I was like, that's it. We're not taking home. We're not doing this yet. I thought the run rule was 12 after three was the first run rule. So I'm like, we got to the run rule. This is obviously not going to be any whatever. No celebrations, no taking home on a pass ball. You can take second or third on a pass ball, but you're not taking home. We're not taking extra bases. If you hit a ball over the outfielder's head and you can jog into second, you can have second, but that's it. Then we're station to station after that. And the kids understand how it works. They know what it is. Run rules 15.
Mm.
All of a sudden, we're the home team. We get to the third inning, and I walk up, and the umpire looks at me and he goes, "Seriously, we couldn't just be done right now?" And I said, "I thought we were." He said, "They just said it was 12-0." I said, "Yeah." He said, "It's 15 after three." All right, boys, my bad. Let's go put three up real quick. And we
Yeah.
put three up and walked off a 15 whatever. Like it's stupid to say even call it a walk off, but in fact, it was a suicide squeeze. I suicide squeezed for the 15th run. The kid up the bat hadn't had a hit. Kid that was on third is the fastest human being alive. It all worked out.
Yeah.
But it's either way. We're just trying to get to the run rule. I'm trying to get done to save an arm,
Hmm.
but I stopped running too early. You're talking about stopping
Yeah.
run. I stopped running too early. I screwed up. Get to the run rule and stop. I get it. Or maybe one or two after. Stop running after that. Don't be like me and be an idiot. Not know what the run rule is.
It's some of these tournaments have different rules and
They
stuff.
do.
I so
Yes.
I feel like in the tournament because like some in the AAU tournaments, some of them are like 10 team fouls before it's you're in bonus,
Oh, gee.
and then you're shooting two shots, and then some of them are seven fouls and you're shooting one and one, and
10 the double.
yeah, some tournaments you get five fouls and you foul out, some you get six. So it's kind of hard to, and they don't really do a good job of telling you the rules.
Hmm.
It should like the
Post it on the
apps, yeah, the
card or
apps are big. Like it's got all the information in the apps except for the rules. That's the only thing that's
something.
not in the apps. So it drives me crazy. But anyway, so then I got to figure out every tournament, and sometimes it takes me a game or two to figure out
To get into
what we're.
it. Yeah.
So how's this work? Anyway, so yeah.
So
So
you get where I'm coming from
yeah,
on every tournament is different.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
We had a 20, 20, 15, 12, 10, 8 run rule one time. You could score 20 in the first inning and be done. You could only play one. You could possibly just play one inning of
Holy cow.
baseball. You could possibly play a team and they only get to hit three kids. Could you imagine going to a tournament?
Oh.
You got in the wrong tournament. That's all it
Especially if
is
you
to
got to
go.
drive for a while and it's expensive to
That it
get
was in
it.
Columbus. The one in Columbus was a
Oh,
20. And I'm playing a couple really good teams. I'm like, I hope everybody gets a hit today.
yeah.
We ended up doing really well. But I've had a game where I had a kid that did not hit.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. We better jump to the Mount Rushmore of worst NBA
This is the
championship teams.
dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. Can we skip this and just say I'll do the Mount Rushmore next time? I don't know any of these teams. I don't know who they are. It's like who had the worst record going into the finals and who had all. They've got one of the like
It's
on
all
these.
teams from the 70s.
Yeah, outside of the 94, 95 Rockets, I was on one. Like the 94, 95 Rockets were a good team. They
They
ended
were
up back to
defending, yeah, they were defending
yeah,
champs already. Yeah.
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 And then one of the in a Bill Russell, they've got one of the Bill Russell Celtics teams on here.
Yep.
Is a Bill Russell Celtics team. That's not a bad team.
Yeah, it was one of like eight straight
Yeah.
championships, but they just didn't have a good regular season.
So many dumb. I don't. I would. This is so stupid. I'm just gonna give you the four that I'm. I don't even know how to look at this. And
Hmm.
I started looking at like the Cleveland teams, the Cleveland team that won it, but that was actually a good team. I mean,
Yeah, Kyrie and
Kyrie Jason Love,
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. That was prime Kevin Love. Like they had a good squad. Shumpert and all those boys. Anyway,
Hmm.
I don't know. This is dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right. We'll go
Well,
in.
I saw one that had one of the two Heat teams as a bad team.
Yep, I saw that too.
How could like that? It was Bosch, Wade, and LeBron.
It's hard. This is hard because they won championships,
I
and
know.
you
It's
can't.
yeah.
It's just hard to say that it's a bad. But I
It's the whole
mostly
thing of who's the best 10 players in the NBA and someone you can't put Shaq on there, blah blah. You talking crap about Shaq right now. Like this is
right,
the
right,
silliest thing in the entire world. Like
right.
these guys all won a championship.
All right, I'll go 76, 77 season, the Blazers. I hate to say this because it was the Blazers' only championship, and it was Bill Walton was the best player in the league then at that year, and but they were 49 and 33 in the regular season, fourth best record in the league, and then they beat the Sixers, who had Dr. J. Um, Doug Collins was on that Sixers team. It just didn't seem so. The 70s, I was reading. Like mid to late 70s was when like the ABA merger,
Uh-huh.
and they were trying to they like distributed the ABA players throughout the teams, so like nobody was really good, like it was just like kind of even, so it didn't seem like the league was that great
Yeah.
at the time. So anyway, 76, 77 Blazers, 77, 78 Washington Bullets. They were the number 4 seed in the East. That was the team with the lowest number of wins in the regular season. The 44 and 38 in the regular season. They were only 6 games over
40,
500.
44 wins.
And yeah, and they went on to win the championship. And then very next year, 78, 79, Seattle Supersonics. They were 52 and 30 in the regular season. That was the second best.
They
Uh,
won the Pacific Division.
they did.
They had the number one seed,
Yeah,
but yet,
but it was, and they beat the Bullets, in five. The Bullets were, obviously good, but it was the Bullets team from the year before that had the fewest wins,
yep.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
it was just kind of like an even. There
Yep.
weren't really any really great teams. Um, so anyway, those 3 years in the 70s.
This thing has this list here has the 2002 Lakers and the
Yeah.
99 Spurs.
What? Yeah,
You're
they had
Shaq
two.
and Kobe?
Yeah, they had the three-peat Shaq and Kobe team, and then the one of the
This
I
is
couldn't put any. They had two Spurs teams on that.
so
I couldn't put it
ridiculous.
on there, but
So ridiculous. So I feel like consensus on all this stuff, this Bullets team, 44 wins was bad. So I'll put them on there. And
and
then,
not even bad
yeah,
because they won a
they won a
championship.
championship. And then where's the one who was the sixth seed? There was a team that
The Rock,
was that the
the
Rockets?
Rockets,
Yeah,
94,
the
95.
Rockets 94, 95. There it is. They were a sixth seed, the lowest seed to ever win. I'm going to put them on there. Um,
And they beat the Magic that year, and that was young Shaq and young Penny
yes,
on that
yes.
team.
And let's go back into here and see. Is
The
this the one?
Magic team that beat Michael's Bulls when he came back halfway through the season.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, the Penny Shack deal.
Mm.
Where's
Rick
the other one? I was,
Anderson, Dennis
yeah,
Scott, and
was the
Horace
Bleacher
Grant.
Report? Yeah, here it is. And then I think I'm gonna go. Let's go to. I, I mean, this is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done.
It's tough.
I'll go with this Blazers 49 win team,
Mhm.
and I'll end it. You know what? Just to be a goofball, I'm gonna end it with the 99 Spurs.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah, the regular season 37 and 13, first in the NBA, won the Midwest Division first seed, number one seed in the Western Conference. I'm making them one of the worst ever teams.
Okay. Um,
So dumb.
I
So stupid.
I only did three.
Good, because
It,
there's only really probably two for
yeah.
real.
You know who I'm gonna add as my fourth?
I'm gonna say Giannis and Dame's Milwaukee team.
No. No, Dame wasn't on that team. It was Chris Middleton
That was
and
Chris
Drew
Middleton,
Holiday.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Lopez.
Lopez. Yep. But yeah, I saw them on a list or two. I'm gonna go, and this was a team that was very talented. But the 2018-19 Raptors, the
Team so Paul George and
no,
it wasn't Paul
no,
George.
no Paul George.
It was
It
Kawhi
was
Leonard.
Kawhi.
Who was the other one that was
It
with him?
was
I thought it was Paul.
there
No,
was
Paul George and Kawhi's in
the Clippers.
L.A.
That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they had Serge Ibaka. They
Okay,
had
okay.
Kyle Lowry when he was still decent.
That was the year where Kawhi was like, I can do this on my own.
Yeah, Norman Powell ended up being a good player. Now they ended up having a good team, but it was they were one and done because Kawhi was
Hmm.
there and then he left, and then Kawhi made that crazy shot in the
Oh,
corner that bounced 100
was that
miles in
against the
the air
Sixers?
against the
Yeah,
Sixers. They won. If he didn't make that, I think they lose that
yeah.
series. And so they make it to the finals on that shot, and then they beat the Warriors that year, and that was the year that Durant was on the team. He missed the first 4 games because he tore a calf
Achilles.
muscle or whatever,
Yeah.
but he came back for game 5 and tore his Achilles.
I knew there was an
Yeah,
Achilles
yeah,
thing that
you're
happened with
right.
him. Yeah.
You're right. So they basically didn't play with Durant that in that series at all. So whatever. But it was still a good team, and Kawhi was unbelievable that
Yeah.
year, and
Yeah.
so it's hard to it's hard to say anything about these teams. But anyway,
So
it
that was
was
the
an
dumbest
interesting.
thing I've ever done.
No,
That was so dumb.
it
That
was
was the
still
worst one
interesting
ever.
to see that. Now
Yeah.
I can tell people the team with the fewest wins in the regular season to ever
Yep.
win a championship was the
Yes, you can.
78 Bullets.
In the 94, 95, Rockets were the lowest seed to ever win a national championship.
Right?
A national championship? A
Pretty much.
finals championship? I don't know. NBA championship? All right. That brings us to Serge Ibaka's girlfriend, Isabella Ibaka. What's her last name? Henry?
Isabel,
Isabella Henry? Isabella
there's no way.
Hib- Hib-
Isabel,
Hiboka?
Isabel Hagen.
Hagen. I knew it was an H. I had the H.
You
I
were,
had the H. Hagen,
you were pretty much right there.
Ibaka. It's close enough.
At the bitter end.
At the bitter end. Okay. I would like to say halfway through this, I always talk about as I'm listening to watching these, I get halfway through and I start getting the score kind of popping in my head. I was sitting there going, this is trending to a 4.
Mhm.
Like this is trending 4. That's big time. Like never heard of this girl in my life. It was trending for sure.
Yeah.
This she has a specific style. Well, had a specific style in the beginning.
Yeah.
She uh good joke telling. They were not long, super long stories, but they weren't like super short quibs thing, like little one-liners. She had her thing. Her timing is impeccable. She's got great pauses, uh, facial expressions, holding for the laughter, all that stuff.
Mhm.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
I was pushing for I was like I'm going for something on this. Laughing out loud a couple times. She got me a couple times.
Yeah.
Legit got me. Like caught me off guard. Like, oh, that was a good one.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So we'll start with that. How about you?
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. And I finally figured out after when the credits were rolling, I realized how I had heard of her before. I don't think I have ever seen her
I saw
stand up
Joe
before.
List on there.
That was it.
Is that it?
He's talked about her before a few
Okay.
times. And I'm like, okay, that's why I knew her name. So yes, he was the warm up guy. I mean, and he's much bigger,
Obviously.
but he did the warm up or whatever. Yeah, I was the same. I was like, man,
People
I
bought
really
tickets to that to go see Joe List.
yeah,
There might have been
probably
people that left after
probably.
Joe List was done,
And
but they
speak
would have missed out because
yeah,
she really was good.
she's good. She's also, and we'll get to the end,
Yeah,
but overall, she is very talented. Like overall.
extremely.
She's a very good comedian. She's funny. She's a good joke writer, like you said. I like her almost kind of like deadpan a little bit.
Hmm.
It's but she keeps a pretty straight face through her punchlines and stuff
Hmm.
for the most part.
Yep.
And she's
She stands there with a microphone. I know you like
yep,
that.
yep, yep. And
Most of
it's
the
yeah,
time.
it's very straight most of the time. It's very straightforward. Um, yeah, and she's good at it. Um, and then
And then she is also a Juilliard trained violist, which
yeah.
is a violin. And that was a great joke too, because my son played a viola, my sister played a viola when she was little, and the girls had a choice between a viola and a violin and all these other goofy things. And one plays the cello, one plays a violin, but they also have violas. And viola is way more popular, by the way, than a violin in real
Oh.
life. It's bigger. She already said all that stuff. But like one of my daughters got her little violin. She's like, it's too small. I was like, that's what a violin is. Anyway,
Play the world's smallest violin.
it's unbelievable. So she was talking about, people tell her to if she's ever put them together in her acts and stuff. And I loved it when she first brought it out and did her little bam. And then she got into almost like a Mitch Hedberg
Yeah.
one-liners. And I was like, dude, she's pretty good at this
I
too.
was loving it.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. I'm not kidding, bud. That's cold chills, dude. That's legit cold chills talking about
I
that.
see that.
I was loving it. I was like,
Yeah.
this is really, first off, you know somebody that's really good at playing something when they like get that like that look,
Yeah.
especially like a concert kind of person, like a
Yeah.
orchestra person. They get this like getting into it and like this weird face on their face and just little movements and her fingers are just going 100 miles an hour and
Uh-huh.
twinging and twanging and she's just yakking
Uh-huh.
and yinging and
Her chin's on that wash
yeah, on
rag.
that wash rack. And she was, you know, that girl's been playing for so long. She flopped that thing down, and that rag somehow flipped around and just landed inside her other hand around the strings. Next thing you know, she flips that thing around. Pop, that thing is in her chin strap.
Yeah.
How did she do that with the rag, dude? That was unbelievable. I know none of that made sense because half the words I said didn't even go into what happened.
Well, you got to watch this so you'll see.
Yes, watch it because it's so good. So we get the first half of it. Great. Bang. She comes in, hits us with this probably seven one-liners
Something
or
like
whatever.
yeah.
Like play real quick, spit a line. Hilarious. Play a little bit, spit a line. Play a little bit.
And it's
Then
just like it's not necessarily slow, but it's like this it's like orchestral music.
yes, yeah.
It's like kind of fancy.
Orchestral. I love that.
I
That's nice.
I don't know if
She
that's
was
right.
playing Bach, is what she said.
Yeah.
She was playing Bach.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So then
And then she goes like walks up to the mic and just says something
out
silly
of
or
this
whatever.
world
Yeah.
funny. Out of this world funny, which is
And it has nothing to do they don't match,
not at all.
which was why it was funny.
Exactly. So then she plays for a while. I
Mhm.
mean, a full minute. And when you're expecting more jokes to come, like every 10 seconds, a full minute is
A
come on.
long time.
And then she made a joke about what everybody was thinking there. And I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's for real. That was well played. She set, that was a setup
Mhm.
for a punchline. And you don't think about it. You just think she's up there showing off, doing her thing. Great job. Then the songs came. I could have did without the songs. When she turned that thing to make it look like a guitar and started plicking and plucking,
Mhm.
man, that's when I started like, you were doing so good.
Yeah.
Why are we singing silly songs?
Yeah.
You are so good at what you do. Do what you do.
Mhm.
Don't sing a song.
Yeah.
I don't mind songs. Some songs are really funny. Adam Sandler's got some silly, stupid songs, and she was trying to make them silly, stupid, but she was also really trying to sing. And she's not
I
bad.
thought she had a great
It's
voice.
just to say she's not bad. I don't want like that's
Yeah.
come on. Let's be funny again.
I know.
That's what I want. If you're gonna do your orchestra singing, doing that kind of stuff, go play in the orchestra. If you want to kick a little bit of that to show some funny stuff and then say something funny, yeah, that works. Man, the singing got me. How
Yeah.
about you? Did you like it or not?
I was
I'm not gonna sit here and act like it ruined it.
right.
It was still funny.
Yeah.
It was also way more vulgar than the rest of her.
Yeah, yeah.
Not way more, but
Yeah.
some of it was.
Yeah. Her
You're gonna get
what's the
carpal
word?
tunnel and you're gonna
Word.
do all that other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Was yeah, her closing song was oh my gosh. Gratitude.
Mm.
Song about
Mhm.
gratitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
Still funny. The word, if you listen to it, it really was still funny.
yeah.
Just didn't like.
Yeah. It didn't mesh with the
She should have started
rest
with
of the
that
show.
and killed it
Yeah.
at the end with the stuff she did in the beginning, because
Yeah.
that would have been a better ending, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, or in the middle, something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
because it did feel like it went down a little bit
yeah.
there. Um, but she wasn't, yeah, she wasn't, she can sing and she can obviously play the viola two different ways, which I don't know if that's a normal thing, but
Yeah, they teach you that. So like
oh,
I literally yesterday, I hate the word literally. Yesterday I went to my daughter's strings end of year concert. I'll call it a concert. They were way better than I thought they were going to be, but they call it pizzicato, I think.
Okay.
So you take your little string thing and then you pick it. So you can either hold it there and pick at it, or you can hold it in what they call guitar form, guitar or something.
Guitar mode.
It's basically what it is. But then you can pick it. Your fingers are still the same. You're just down here picking instead of up here.
Sounds like a ukulele kind
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
of. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit of a letdown. I was like, well, she's talented at all of this. Like
yeah.
she's, like you said, she went to Juilliard. She had some really funny stuff about that
That
up
was
front.
good, dude. That was so good.
Yeah. And yeah, she's like a self-deprecating type of person
Yes,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
And so
So good.
good that I sometimes I just smack my notebook right
That's
off
how
my
good it
lap.
was.
Um but yeah, it was I'm totally with you. Everything you said, I thought the same thing. And yeah, it didn't like totally ruin it for me,
It would
but
not. No, no. It didn't keep it going, but it didn't ruin it.
yeah, I'm with you.
I'm talking trending like mid fours there for a while. Like she was killing it for me, dude.
Yeah,
She was killing it,
yeah. I,
killing it.
and the good thing is I thought, okay, this is kind of an early, I don't know how old she is, but this is probably a pretty early, maybe this is her first special that she's actually put out where it's
Sure.
like a
Hmm.
big thing. So in the future, I think she'll probably do less of that. I would I would guess.
Yeah, you never know.
Um, but if she does,
Listen, comedians surprise me all the time
yeah,
with their when they when they come out with multiple
that's
specials.
very true. But if she does an hour of just absolute pure stand up that she did for the first 40 minutes or whatever it was, or 30 minutes
Even if
of
it's
this,
not pure, even if you get that thing out and you do those one-liners,
hmm
dude, I always talk about
that's
it like the
good.
Mitch Hedberg. That's just what it reminds me of. It's just, and
Mhm.
then you say the craziest, like it almost doesn't make sense, but it does, and it's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
And then just turn around and go right straight face, no laughter, bang, straight back into feeling the music. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah. Um, yeah. I would definitely I think I said she was either just here or she's going to be here this weekend or something in town. Um, and that yeah, I mean that is a show now. Next time she comes around, I would definitely be willing to go
Yeah,
be willing. I would definitely go
yeah,
see her
mhm,
live for sure because she's very good.
yeah.
Okay. What kind of
We might
score
be
are we looking?
close. We might be
I
close.
think we will be.
Same time.
Yep.
All right, ready? One, two, three. 3.9.
3.84.
Spot
There you
on.
go.
Spot on as far as I'm concerned.
There you go. Yep.
3.84 and a 3.9. Very, 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 very good. This girl is
Yeah.
uh uh, uh Isabel Hagen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
So many I held myself, didn't say first thing that wanted to come out.
I kind of wanted that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah,
You did it up front
I
though. It
did.
was
Yes, I did.
Isabella
Totally messed
Ibaka
that
or
thing
whatever.
up. Yeah, totally messed that up. Anyway, all right, good. So now you have Mount Rushmore, and I have. So here's the thing. Did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
Yes.
Okay, so did I. We talked about possibly doing the Kevin Hart roast.
Mm.
I would love to talk about the Kevin Hart roast. It's 3 hours long. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to put a. Maybe we talk about the Kevin Hart roast next week,
Sure.
but we watch a different comedies, but we rate a different comedy
I'm
special.
totally good with that.
You know how I am. Like we're doing comedy specials here, bud. We're
Yeah.
not like I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not doing I'm not doing Kevin Hart's. Kevin Hart put this whole thing on his own, right?
Yes.
Like I mean, that's come on,
Yeah.
come on, Kev,
He's yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
come on,
Yes.
come on, Kev.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it next week.
All right, that sounds good. We'll talk about it next week.
All right.
Um, and I'm not saying stuff Kevin Hart does isn't good. I'm just saying, like, come on,
Yeah.
Kev. Let's go to my Netflix. So, do you have any idea of what your Mount Rushmore might be? Ooh, yaka.
Um, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking of one. Um, you told me about, and you and a girl that I work with told me about Running Point.
Yes.
And so last week I started watching it,
Mm-hmm.
or this past weekend. Um, and now I'm gonna by next week I'm gonna go through and do season two.
Okay.
Um, I think I want to do the Mount Rushmore of sports themed series, television series.
Ooh. Okay. So
Uh,
you've got like what's the soccer one that's out that's big with the funny guy on it? So dumb.
yeah, yeah, Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, yeah.
Yeah, uh, I can't think of the name of it.
Okay.
But anyway,
We're talking sitcoms or are we talking
yeah, yeah.
because like you talk about series, are we talking like the Untold series and like I don't feel like that's right. Like
No,
it's
because that's a
fictional.
real, yeah,
Fictional.
fictional
Okay.
series. Yes,
Fictional series. Okay.
yes,
It could be drama, it can be whatever, just fictional series.
yes. Sports themed fictional TV series.
Okay. Not docu series or anything like that.
Right.
I like it.
All right. Yeah, and then there were some shows that I remember being on that I didn't I think Arliss might be was on like HBO or something, and that was about
Uh I watched The Rock was in an HBO one that was really good that I watched a bunch of. He was ex-player and then became an owner.
hmm, yeah,
Um
Brockmire was on for a little
yeah,
bit. I
yeah.
only watched a couple of those, but sounds
Eastbound and
fun.
Down, that's got to
Eastbound
count,
and Down.
right?
Come on now.
It was called Ballers. That's the one with The Rock. It was called
Okay.
Ballers.
I remember
Yeah.
hearing about that.
15 through 2019. That was good too. All right, sorry, let's get back to let's see here. Why am I not getting any comedy specials pop up on here? Here we go. Stand up.
Because you're looking for it.
Yeah, that's always how it works. And it pops up stand up and I get nothing but old stuff. All old stuff.
And old stuff is legit, just as long as we haven't done it before.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
we've
true.
done
So
most of
we've
what's on
done,
Netflix.
yeah, yeah, you're right. What if we do this? It's been a while. Let's see. We got to go to I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
Should have
We're
been
good.
ready for this. It's only 11:36. That's all.
Eh,
Way
I
later
mean,
than we planned.
I I could be in bed by midnight still. And now it's gonna I want to
It's
be
gonna be tight,
I'm
bud.
gonna be
That's gonna be a
driving
tight.
fast.
That's gonna be tight. That is gonna be tight. Let's go to Hulu and type in comedy. I know there's some new, like, didn't Hulu have a bunch of
Yeah, they
uh
did.
stand up that came out? We were talking about one of them.
I know Jim Gaffigan had one.
That's the first thing that popped up.
I want to say,
Here we go.
did
I
Santino
like
have
this. Here we
one
go.
or something?
Chris Spencer is the
Oh, yes.
2026 GOAT adjacent.
Oh,
We're
I
gonna go,
love
yeah,
Chris
we're gonna
Spencer.
go Chris. I like Chris Spencer too. We're gonna go Chris Spencer, GOAT adjacent on the Hulu. Chico Bean's got his own special. Oh man, I love all my Wild 'N Out boys.
Do you?
Yeah, remember we did that one? We
Yeah.
did
Is it the
the
85 South?
85
Yeah.
South boys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad, 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 bad. So much funnier on Wild 'N Out. So much funnier.
So
That was a bunch of dudes just hanging out. Anyway.
Chris Spencer, I think, is friends with Kevin Hart and Chris Rock, and I'm sure that's what this is going to be about. But when I went to California for Uncle Danny's wedding,
Yeah.
this last one, no,
Not when you
no, no,
not when
yeah,
you were 7.
not when I was 7, but when I was 40 something. Um, no, it was like that was 2019, I think. Um,
Man, were
anyway,
you 40?
no, I was 30. What did I say? 2019. I was 37. Um,
Really? Was it that long ago?
I think it was a few months before the pandemic. Yeah. Yeah. It
Wow.
was pre-pandemic.
Wow.
Um
Good job, Uncle Jim. Or
any
Uncle Danny.
anyway,
Uncle
yeah.
Jimmy.
Uh
Jimmy's been married for a long time.
he was there though.
He was. Did he
Um
do the wedding? Was he the
yeah.
he does every wedding, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I just feel like
He called the wedding.
he called the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're a wit, then Eric Kegel does
Yeah.
the wedding.
Yeah.
And if you're
They're both so good
they're
at it.
so good. They are
Oh.
both so good. So good.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I went to the Hollywood Improv and the most famous one in LA. The
Comedy Cellar.
comedy store. Comedy
Store,
store.
Comedy Store. That's the,
Yeah.
yeah, because oh man, I just heard a super funny podcast where they're making fun of Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore, the guy's like, you wouldn't let me get on stage and maybe get you this, and now that now I'm going on tour and you're begging me to open, get out of here, Paul. Come on, man, let me in. And he was doing his Pauly Shore voice, and I was like, what? Oh man, I used to love Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard about him is terrible. Terrible.
Hey, buddy.
Terrible. Oh, I used to love Biodome and all that stuff. So good. Anyway, continue.
He was a silly goose. But anyway, one of the shows, I think it was the one at the store, I think, um, we saw 15 comedians. It was a showcase type of thing where everybody
Mhm.
does 12 minutes or whatever. There were a bunch of big name people there. Saw Chris D'Elia. I saw a bunch of people. Chris Spencer was the funniest guy that night on that whole
Really?
thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This will be good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. All right. Good pick.
All right, go to Jason, Chris Spencer. We also are going to have the Mount Rushmore of sports fictional series.
Yeah.
Till next time, don't forget to turn your headlights on.